boys and girls, Will here with Just In Time Prepping. Today we're gonna sit here, we're gonna make us a bow out of PVC pipe. I had talked about doing it with a drill, but over the weekend I found an easier way to do it. We're not gonna use anything except a tape measure, little pin here, a hacksaw, and a little piece of sandpaper there and some paracord. So let's get to making a bow, and it's pretty easy to do actually. So what I've done, take a piece of PVC pipe. This is, let me see, this one here is the code on it. This is 1/2 inch and it's schedule 40, so it's pretty heavy stuff. So what you want to do, what we're going to do, is we're going to come down here about let's come down about 1 inch on each end. I don't know what I did with my tape. Hold on a second, I gotta get my tape. Move. There we go. Move down, dog. Come on, move. Dog wants to help. Got some tape here too and some scissors, I decided. So what we'll do is I'm going to come down, and the tape is so that I stay straight with the other end. I'm going to come down 1 inch and make a mark right there with the pin. And what I'm going to do with the tape is I'm going to try to make it so I can do the other end that same way, but keep it straight, and it's going to be exactly the same spot. So I'm going to try to hold it so that it's right on the top. And then I'm going to put this piece of tape on here to keep it from moving around so I can measure the other end the same. We're going to come an inch in from the other end and make a mark there too. And what you want to do is try to keep it the same spot as the other end. Make your 1 inch mark right there. Like that. That looks pretty dang close. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make a mark across here like this, and then we want to kind of make it into a sad face by coming across and down on each side, so it kind of looks like a unhappy face. And I'm going to do the same thing to this other end. I'm going to come across, kind of make a unhappy face out of it, and that's where we're going to cut it at. Okay, that looks pretty close. Darn, I'm pretty good. So, you take this, I don't know how many of you have just a hacksaw, but a hacksaw, just a plain hacksaw work. I have this small one. I use it for my leather working, so it comes in kind of handy. What we're going to do is we're going to go down here, we're going to cut. I'm going to cut it down about, well, not quite all the way through. And then I'm going to try to cut at an angle like this and make my unhappy face. And I do that same thing on this other side. I have to use some of this stuff. Here we go. Something like this. There we go. I'm not going to go all the way through because that's not what we want. Something like that. I'm going to do the other end the same way. And trying to cut a little notch in there. at an angle, so it's kind of like a groove. I'm gonna set it over here like this so I can work on it. Can you guys see? I'm trying to make my little unhappy face. And after I get it done with the saw a little bit here, I'm going to finish it off with that piece of sandpaper. So everything is kind of the same. Take the piece of sandpaper, just regular sandpaper is all. I'm just using stuff that I've got around my house. And I folded it so I could use it like a sand block. And I'm going to make a place for the rope to hang out at. I suppose you could use like a needle file if you had one. I thought I had one, but I couldn't find it, so I thought, well, this sandpaper will work. It's just PVC pipe. And you want to make the notch about 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch to whatever. Because what I'm going to do is this string, this is actually paracord here. There we go. And take it. Cut a piece here. And what you want to do is go between where that piece is going to be and come on. Oops, came out of there all right. Try not to do that, but that'll work. So hold it there, come down to here, and that's about as long as that is. And then after you do that, come back here about 4 inches. 4 inches and cut it off. And that's gonna be for our end. So we're gonna take these and we're gonna make a loop on each end. Like that. There it goes. Like that. We're going to do the same thing on the other end. We're going to make a loop down there. And then it's going to be big enough to go around the end of the pipe. Like that. Uh-oh, came out. Gosh darn it. I gotta take it apart again. Bear with me, we're doing this together. Try and get a little longer piece there. Down with it. There we go. Then try to get this to work its way back up there so it's not so short. Like that. Hopefully that'll work. Oh shoot, we're gonna have to make it longer. Yeah. I will use a piece of rope. Anyway, we're gonna do that. We'll get on to that later, but let's do this. So I'm gonna look at that. Did everybody see what I'm doing there as I'm notching it? Can you see that? Yeah. Getting a little notch in there, you see that? And that's where your paracord's gonna reach, lay at. If you have a razor knife, which I do somewhere, but I'm not sure where. But this will work. It's gonna work just fine, actually. Because you don't want to go all the way through the pipe. You just want that stuff to lay in there so that it can't go anywhere. And open it up a little bit with this here. Do the same thing over here. Because you don't want it to come out of there when you've got it laid down in there. So, here we go. I think that'll work fine. Use this as like a it's gonna work fine. Yeah, it's gonna work just fine. This needs to be rounded a little bit. So I just gotta take a little bit right here. There. Now that's a hell of a little smiley, unhappy smiley face. You don't trust yourself, you could use gloves, but I kind of trust myself. There. There. It's gonna work. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, so when you go to, yep, it's gonna work. We're going to do the same thing on the other end. Not the most perfect work conditions, but it works. And here we go. What's nice about this little saw is it has really small teeth on it. And they really cut. They cut good. The other side. there. Notch it out. Yep. Good. Take a little something out of the middle. Yeah, better put my paper down in there. There we go. Fell right out. A little bit wider for the paracord. And then we're going to sand it down. Good thing about this is that if you do one side, then the other side becomes a little easier to do because you kind of got the experience. I really like this little tool here because it does so much. And it's just a PVC pipe. It doesn't really... You can do a better job. Because it's all in what you want. More that edge out. Let's try a different one. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, something like this. Oh yeah, that's gonna work really well. Really well. And it's going to hold that cord in there just fine. Actually, it came out a little better than this end. I better work on this end just a little bit more. Like I said, you kind of want it to look like a little sad face, but not quite go all the way through. Just enough where your cord will lay in there. Because when you get it all together, that cord's going to be taut, really taut. Yep, looks good. Looks damn good. Okay. Now, we know this string's not going to be the right string. We're just going to put it out of the way here. Drop it on that dog's head. He's trying to help me do the project. Some of this stuff off. And I pick this up because it's all messed up. We'll get that out of there. Just bear with me. A learning curve for everybody here. We'll set that line out of the way. Okay, dog, you're gonna have to get out of the way. Okay, so as you can see, I found some old tent poles, and I kind of, I'll just hold them up here. Found some old tent poles from a tent that was ripped, so I used the fiberglass part. And it's this one. I cut it just long enough to go the length of the tube. But what we're going to do is we went an inch in there and we went an inch in on there. So we're going to take 2 inches off of this here. So get your tape measure out. Measure down 2 inches. And put your little mark there, and that's where we're going to cut that off. Are you with me? Like I said, it's a learning curve for everyone. It's going to be an awesome bow, though. Okay, we're going to cut this end off. If you want, you can put a mask on or some gloves, or you can just cut it off. I'm just going to cut it off. I'll take the mark. Oh, there we go. Pick that up so the dog don't get it. And now you can hold it up there and see that it's just about where you notched out your pipe at. And that's what you want. And we're going to take this one here and hold it up to that one. It's a little thicker if you noticed. And we're going to mark it. And we're going to cut this one off as well. Same length. Let me see. Yeah, same length. Cut that off there. And I'll weigh the dog. Fiberglass. Then we're going to measure it. And what we're going to do is measure the total length of it. 57 3/4. 57 3/4 divided by 2 is 36 3/8. So let's see, 36. No, that's not right. It's 26 3/8. It'd be 26 3/8. 2, 3. That looks about right even. 1, 2, 3, right there. Make sure that's gonna be right this way. Just to make sure, 26. Shoot, it's not right. I messed up, guys. Let's figure it out again. 57 and a half. Divided by 2. 57 and a half. Divided by 2. Be 2, 3, 17, be 8, 28 1/4. 28 1/4. And 1/4 right there. There, that one's right. Then I'm gonna take these suckers. Make sure I got them. Oh no, they're not the same length. They have to be the same length as well. So we're just gonna cut them off real fast. Should be 2 feet, I believe. Uh, 22 and a half. 22. Each one's going to be 22. 22 inches. And you mark that one in half, right? So I better get this off the table. I'm gonna take this one, put it in the halfway. 22 would be 11. So that'll be 11. It's right there. And the same for this one. Just like that. We're going to take this piece of tape that we did, and all those are going to be going together right there. See what I'm doing? I'm making it so they can't move around until I get them to pick up. We're going to do this. Watch this. Now, got them all together right there. See what I'm doing? Can everybody see that? This one's got to go down a little bit. That. Take another piece of tape. Everybody with me? You're going to take another piece of tape. We're going to put it right here. And one more piece down here. Right here. Just like that. Now, you gotta make sure you can get them all in this tube. Uh-oh, I got too many pieces in there. They're not. I'm gonna take one of the pieces off. I didn't pre-do this. I didn't do it ahead of time because I wanted everybody to learn the same way I am. And I'm just gonna undo it so we can get one piece out of there. We're gonna get this piece out right here, so it won't all fit in the tube. Right there. We're going to take this piece out. We're going to put all these other pieces back together. There we go. And the reason you're going to do all this tape is you want to make sure that they don't snap when you're using your fantastic little bow. And we're going to put them all in there. Now they should fit. Oh yeah. And you want it to be a tight fit, so just work them in there. Come on. I put too much tape on them. Shoot. Shoot the bit. There. You have to have some tape on there, so I just put too much. There. which is better. That's way you know just how much to do next time you have to do a project. There. Take this baby off. There. Now, let's try to get them in there now. I'll tell you, it's important to do this, so if it wasn't important, I would just not do it, but it's important to make sure that your fiberglass ends all fit in your pipe straight. I'm going to stand up, push them down in there. Come on. Oh shoot, is that thing there? Schedule 40 is sort of hard to deal with. We're still working it through. And I have to take this thing apart. Sucks. Because this here thing can't be on there. The sleeve. Huh. I should have just done what I was gonna do and not put that sleeve on there. Because it makes it too big to go into the pipe. So we'll just take it off of there and there we go. Put the tape back on. You guys hear my growing son out there looking for food. There, that'll work. Even better, probably. Hope that goes in there. This one here might have to come off too. We'll just do it now before we even get started so we don't have that problem next time. There. See, I use those little things to hold everything together, but I really didn't need to. So I'm just gonna make another one, put it right here. Yeah. Should have done that to begin with. There. Got a little piece in there just to make sure it's gonna stay together. I'll do it right there. I'll put another one right here at the end. Now we know it's not gonna, it's gonna flex. But we have to cut that end off. Uh-oh. Down here. Go right here. You guys fall asleep on me. There, it's gonna work. Now we got another one to deal with right there. This thing right here. Nice. take that one piece back out. Well, we just know that 3 pieces is too much. 3 pieces is too much. There. Another sleeve's in the way. Well, we learned a lesson is don't put the middle sleeves on. Put the middle sleeves on, you're gonna have heartaches. So, try that. Almost all the way. Too much tape on it again. Where's the edge of that? Heck, right here. Let's look at the other end. Oh yeah. It is working. Perfect. So next time we do this, we're going to know we don't need to put that third fiberglass pole in. And you can see it's not going to be coming out of there, so now you've got your flexibility that you need. Perfect. Live and learn, boys and girls. Live and learn. Okay. That. I hope the dang arrow that I learned how to make is not going to be like this. My friend and colleague over at SOS showed me how to make this, the arrows for it, and told me that I could share it with you guys as long as I sent a copy to him so he could see how everything was working for us. There. We'll just get the vacuum cleaner out and fix that later. There. Now, the line I was telling you about, which is, we know this is not going to be long enough, but we do know that this is 5 feet long or 60 inches. So, with that said, I'm going to take the paracord and I'm going to measure it out so it's 60 minus 4 is 56 inches. 56 inches long. So, here we go. Let's make it 56. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Hold on. The best is yet to come. Paracord 101. Let's do like this. There. And I'm just going to tie a little knot on the end of it to keep the from fraying on us. Learn that in Boy Scouts. And I was a Boy Scout adult for Boy Scout boys. So we're going to make a loop here. Something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and make a loop out of it before we measure it off. Like that. No, that's not going to be big enough, is it? Need to have some rock music playing. That way we'd be able to rock while we're going. I got the music in me type of stuff. So, here we go. We gotta make it big enough to go around that thing. Right there. So, like that, down like that. Down like that. My fingers are not working right today. Like that. Keep it from flying around. I'm going to just add something in there. That Okay, something like that. It's gonna work. Like that. And it's holding it in there. If you see, if you look, it's gonna hold it in that groove that we cut in the pipe. And we're gonna take some of this and make sure it stays there. Don't want to hurt ourselves after we get it all done, because I intend on playing when we make those arrows. So, goes like that, just like that. And we're gonna put this on there to hold it. Be safety conscious. Just like that. Just like that. That's to make sure that it stays in the slot. If we're going to be bending her back right here. That's what I'm doing here. And see how I have it right to where that other piece is. We're going to come back from there 4 inches and cut it off. So, here we go. 4 inches. Right there where my finger is. Right there. And that's how we're going to do it. If we bend it, it's going to fit on that notch. Are you guys paying attention here? Sometimes I forget that I got you guys watching me. And what I'm trying to do is make sure I get as much of that rope as we can, paracord, before we cinch it down. Just a little bit around the pipe. Like that. Now, we're going to stand up here. And here's what we're going to do.